Today I'm flying a couple of missions on the ShadowReapers PvPvE 1980s Cold War server. Already been out for about an hour and a half, flying around. I had a little attack on an airbase in an F5, and I also did another mission in an A-10. I'm back out in the A-10 again. I'm based at TS airfield at the moment, and I'm heading north up to waypoint 7, Soha, having a look for some targets to kill. Try and move the front line forward. I'm on blue, obviously, since I'm in an A-10. This is a PvP and PvE server, so some of the opponents I'm going to face are going to be flown by people, and some are flown by AI. So after a bit of a fly out towards TS, I'm about 20 miles away, and got a little bit of a warning up that there's some Hinds coming towards me. They're about 18 miles north of me. Just getting my Mavericks on the target, and yeah, I can see them. After flying a little bit closer, I'm going to have a go at giving them some Mavericks. I'm not sure Mavericks are going to track Hinds. They can track moving targets, but Hinds moving about 100 knots might be a bit much for them. So yeah, let's have a look. While I wait, I'll switch to air and get ready to engage these Hinds with the sidewinders I'm carrying. I think I've only got 2 sidewinders on at the moment, so I've got to be a bit careful. Still scanning in front of me, looking for them. The radar warning messages are telling me that they're telling me they're very close, 2 miles away, less than 2 miles away. And I've got a missile warning. F-18 didn't fire anything. Not sure what it is. 2 miles behind me is the Hind, and I've just been hit. So I guess the Hind had some air-to-air capability, and I kind of messed that one up, really, didn't I? My headless pilot parachuting down, watching my A-10 plummet. So I respawned back at TS, rearmed, and after waiting for my PvP delay to expire, I'm able to take off. The ShadowReapers server's got some interesting angles on its gameplay. So one of them is when you spawn, you can't take off for 2 minutes. Depending on the airframe, I think different airframes have different time limits. In the A-10, I think it's 120 seconds. So that stops people from just spawning and taking off and jumping straight back into a fight, which some people like, some people don't like. The other thing you can do is you can choose what mission to perform, and then if you complete that mission, you get points, you get XP, and you move up the ranks in the server. So that's an interesting approach. I have seen points given in servers before, but not quite like this. So just having a little scan through, picking a mission. I'm going to choose to attack some ground targets.
Your target waypoint is 7. Adjust your heading accordingly.
So I've chosen to attack armoured vehicles in Soha, and that gives me a reward if I do complete that mission. But first, I've got to go find these Hinds. 15 miles away from me now. They've been flying towards TS since they shot me down before. altitude and then try and find them. So 12 miles in front of me, about 3,000 feet. I'm at about 4,000 feet, so they're just below me somewhere. I don't see any little dots moving against the ground. There are two. I don't know if they're both together or if they're spread out. Two on the early warning radar now, two different distances, two different bearings, so they are spread out. Presumably the one that shot me down before must have separated from its wingman, and they never reformed, so I've got to watch out and try and find these two Hinds. They're separated by about 3 miles, so it should be a bit of a challenge. Trying to find a tiny little moving dot against the Syrian desert ground. And my tactic here is to just try and stare stationary at a spot on the ground, just keep my head stationary against the ground, and then move my eyes around and look for any little dots that are moving against the background. And obviously at the same time look out for anything shooting at me. Back towards the airfield. A couple of little dots down there that I give some attention to, but they don't look like they're moving. No sign of anything still yet. More dots. Careful because they've already shot me down once, which means they can shoot down again. To keep some altitude because I'm above where they're likely to be. They're down on the ground. Oh, just spotted it there, just above that dark mark on the ground, or on a missile warning. Flares. Maybe the second one just fired a missile at me. Got my eyes on the front one at the moment. So I'm going to air. Got my sidewinders armed. On, fired. He's immediately flaring. Looks like he's gone for the flares. Get the right trigger. That one's gone for flares. Third one's a charm. That's tracking. Splash.
Pull up.
Nice. Alright, that Hinds down. Where's his friend?
Altitude,
Somewhere behind
altitude.
him to the right. I think since that's where I got fired on from. Somewhere a couple of miles north of the one I just shot down, probably coming in on the same kind of direction. Oh, I just spotted it there just above my wingtip. So, turn in, got one sidewinder left. 1,000 rounds of 30mm. Straight for the flares.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
Nice. There's 2 Hinds down. The other features in the server is got an interesting morale system for the air bases and for each side. So when you kill enemies, you boost your own side's morale and you degrade the opponents. I believe that morale setting affects stuff like respawn rates and rates of supply of other missions. So yeah, complicated system going on here. Really good fun. Need to get back on mission now. Those 2 Hinds are down, so they're not going to attack and capture TAS while I'm away. And it's my job now to go and throw some Mavericks solar. Transit flight, in range now, having a look around. So that's just in front of me, about 10 miles away. Starting to have a look to see if I can see some targets. Looks like an arrangement of vehicles there. Might really be dead, those ones. Locked up one. Rifle Maverick. Locking the others, so I think they might be dead. So a couple more. So rifle, one more Maverick. Another one. There we go.
Warning, autopilot.
Just bank away a little bit. Don't get too close. There's still some air defense down there. The other Mavericks impacted as well over to the north of it. 2 BMPs, good. Looks like there's something else just by those BMPs. Paying attention, I'd realise there's a MiG-21 coming at me 7 miles away. I'm at about 7,000 feet, he's at about 11,000 feet, he's coming straight at me 4 miles now. I hear the missile launch and I flare a little bit, lock up something else down there, give it a Maverick, bank away a little bit. That's too late. Shot down by the MiG-21. Maverick impacts just as I think for it.